What's going on, everybody? Nerdroc here, and just waiting for some glass to smelt. I finished up the roof. I decided to go with spruce, as I believe was one of the recommendations in the comments. So I'm now just waiting for some glass to smelt to fill in the window, and then we are going to go on our mining expedition. And this will be the only time where I actually film myself mining. Because I think it's kind of boring watching people mine. You know, it's fun a few times, but I'm gonna basically only show the exciting stuff after this. It'll be fun today because I want to show you guys what I do when I cave and if I mine. But to be completely honest, generally speaking, if I'm diamond mining, I'll be strip mining for the most part. It's safer, and you end up getting more diamonds that way, unfortunately. So we're gonna go mining now. I actually have a little spot picked out back here. Here. Caperna always makes fun of the way I say here. Here. Ooh. I actually got an even nicer spot over here. Alright. Now, when I cave, generally speaking, Whoa, that looks horrifying. Okay, hold on. Wait until this guy comes over here and then we're gonna... Bam! Oh man, double skellies. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna retreat a little bit. That's a crazy cave. You see the amount of mobs in there? All right, let's retreat just a little bit. And you know what? The music is nice and all, but I'm all stressed out now. So get some health back here. Let me get a couple of blocks, and then I'm gonna get some iron. Iron's the main thing I'd like to get, because then we can make a bucket, and we can actually use the bucket to get to the nether. And you might be thinking, geez, you want to get to the nether already? And yeah, I do. I don't want anything else besides quartz. That was interesting. Did you see that? It wasn't even looking at me or moving. Yeah, I'd really like to get quartz because quartz, lets you make comparators, obviously. And I use a lot of comparators when I make my technical builds, which I'm sure I am not unique in that regard. I'm pretty sure every redstoner is using lots and lots of comparators these days. What is going on with creepers? That was weird. Not that I'm complaining. Ooh. Man, the amount of mobs is insane. Now, what I was going to say before is when I mine, generally speaking, I will take an area like this and I will just light it up like a madman. Rather than getting every single resource I see at first. Because that way, I don't get any surprise mob attacks for the most part. I'm not really big on getting just mobbed by the mobs, if you will. Um, so yeah, that's what I do. I light up a whole area first, then it's nice and safe. In this particular scenario, I'm lighting up a really, really big area, but that's alright. So, last episode I was talking about the different ways people play Minecraft, and it was in regards to the iron farm nerf. And that's since been undone. I think it actually had been undone by last episode as well. But I did some thinking about how I want to do this series and how I've played Minecraft in the past, and I pretty much decided that I want to stay true to the way I've always played, which is kind of exploity. And I say kind of because I don't do things like iron trenches. And I did once make an iron farm, but I don't think I'll be doing that. But I will be making mob farms and XP farms, and definitely will be making a gold farm at some point in the future. Because, like I said, that's the way I've always played, and that's the way I've developed my playstyle. And this whole series is to demonstrate my playstyle. So that's how I'm going to be building on here. So, as far as the skybase concept is concerned, that's going to help with things like mob farms because I got a pretty interesting idea of how I want to do it. Usually people will put the mob farm up in the sky, and I think I actually want to reverse it where the mob farm's on the ground and I'm up in the sky. And it's hard to explain why that's advantageous, so I want you to just kind of picture that there's like a big sphere around the player. And within those 128 blocks, I think that's the number, is where mobs are going to spawn. So if you raise that sphere above ground, it's only the very bottom of the sphere will be where mobs can spawn, because they're not going to spawn above you because there's no ground there, obviously, if you're up in the air. So if you're up high up and it's only the bottom of the sphere where mobs can spawn, that makes it so you don't have to light up every single thing in a certain area, or at least not as much. Um, but most of the time, you'll see people build the actual farm up in the sky, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually put ourselves up in the sky and have the mobs spawning beneath us. And the mobs will either come up towards us or the drops will come up towards us. I haven't really decided. But I think I'm going to raise the whole mob up towards us, even though it'll be tremendously less efficient. I think it'll be really neat having the mobs come up inside our base. Yeah, get some. All right. I'd like to find a very small amount of iron in here so far. I only found 6 ores. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'll have my little flying base up in the sky. We'll have to come up with some kind of way to get up and down from it easily. I'm thinking just using mine carts. This is a terrible cave. We're going to go look for another one. But first, we're going to head home and sleep to make day. Yeah, there's like no iron in here, man. I'm going to go back and watch the video, and I probably ran past a ton of it. But yeah, so we're going to be up in the sky, and I think we're going to be floating over a village. And that could be pretty neat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, you see a witch, man. They're no joke. Like, when they first got added, I was like, ah, cool, I guess there'll be some witches around. But then, when you actually start over again, because I got another server that I don't record too much on. There will probably be a recording from it coming up in a few days, though. But yeah, on there, we're all kind of playing on there from scratch. And, I'm just going to move the bed. I was in the swamp trying to get slimes, because you need slimes for just about everything, and I wanted to test out those awesome slime blocks. So I'm in the swamp trying to get these slimes. And dude, witches, they are brutal. They will slaughter you now. Like, it's no joke. Between the creepers and all that, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, while we're waiting for these mobs to die, I'm going to go ahead and lock this. See, if you guys aren't familiar with this new feature in the snapshots, once I lock this, I'm never going to be able to change it off of hard again. And that's pretty much how I want it. So it's going to be locked on hard. That way I can't accidentally forget that I've switched it at some point for another map, Because sometimes you go into creative and you don't want mobs running around, and you turn it off. Whoa. Get dead. Alright. Some stuff here. Man, the amount of mobs. I don't know if I'm just so used to multiplayer. And I guess that is the truth. I almost never have ever played single player. Don't want to be poisoned. Don't want to be poisoned. Yeah. Redstone. Nice. Oh, man. Look at that. What is going on? Man, I feel like such a noob. In multiplayer, there are nowhere near this many mobs. This is crazy. Alright, let's take this guy out. I wonder if he knows the door's open right now. I guess not. When creepers don't move, I always feel like the game's like frozen or something. Alright. Really glad that skeleton dropped his bow earlier. Alright, let's get ourselves to a mine now. Stop messing around. I hope it is. Is it a ravine? Great. Alright, awesome. Because this will lead to some... I usually hate these things, to be honest. But this will lead to some good caves. Assuming I don't fall to my death. To refill my torches here. Ooh, that wasn't too smart. Okay. I'm going to grab all this iron. So, what else has been going on? The public server is definitely going to be getting some changes soon. mainly with the way it's administered, or moderated, I should say. And the reason for that is because the server's bigger now. Even though it doesn't really seem like there's more players on it at any given time, there are a lot more active players now than there ever were. Even though, like I said, on average, you'll never really see more than 5 to 15 players on there. Um, it used to be basically empty most of the day, and now it's almost never empty, except for the middle of the night. So the server's grown quite a bit, and it's gotten to the point where I really can't moderate it on my own anymore. And I know there are moderators on the server, but they're basically chat moderators because I don't I don't want players to be bogged down with having to run the server. But it's gotten to a point where I need to get a couple of players actually moderating in the same manner that I moderate and taking care of certain situations so that I don't have to, because there are certain things where I'm just a little bit too close to the situation. Like, I don't want to be mean to anybody on the server. I never want to say no to anybody. That's just how I am. I want to make people happy. That's one of the reasons why I made the server in the first place. But sometimes, in doing that, I'll actually perhaps set a precedent for something that I don't really want to do, and stuff like that. And I feel very pressured to not say no to people because, like I said, I want to make everybody happy. So what this is going to do is allow my time to be freed up from all, like, the petty problems that happen on there. And I don't mean petty to say that they're insignificant, because they're not, because we're all trying to have a good time, and I understand that. Creepers are, like, weird now. That thing was blinking there. But yeah, when I say petty, I don't mean in a derogatory way. I just mean, problems where it's not like, oh, the server's shut down. It's a problem between one player and another. And if I'm busy taking care of that stuff, what I'm not doing is then actually, working on server stuff, which is really what I should be working on, if you think about it. Do a little backing up here. Skelly following. Yes, he is good. So yeah, I really should be spending my time adding features to the server and, making sure everything's up to date. And I can't really do that if every time I sign onto the server, I'm inundated with problems. And again, I don't want you to think these are complaints, because they're not. I love the server. It's really, really important to me on a level that I'm not really sure I can express to you guys. But it's one of the few things in my life right now that make me feel like I matter. So server is very important to me. So I don't want you to take it as like, oh, I don't got time for your nonsense. It's not like that. It's just I don't want to be scared to log on. It's very, very overwhelming sometimes when a large group of people are all depending on you. So we're going to change the way that's going to work a little bit, and some of the very, very active players will probably be taking on the role of, I think we're going to call it manager right now, because that's probably the best description of what they'll be doing. And they may or may not have access to all the same commands I have. I haven't really decided how I'm going to figure that out yet. But one thing is for sure, they will have to receive the same respect that I receive, of course. So yeah. Alright, guys, we're back. I finished mining, got a bunch of iron, the rest of it smelting. Got myself all geared up here. Still don't have an iron sword, but just too lazy to make it at the moment. Yeah, I found myself towards the end of that session apologizing to you guys for talking the entire time in mining and basically putting out a boring episode, and then I realized, wait, I don't have to put out a boring episode. I'll just edit that stuff out and do something cool for the remainder of the episode. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to make the poor man's obsidian portal. You'll notice I don't have diamonds at all, so how am I making obsidian? Well, we're going to make it in the world with buckets, and I happen to know there is a lava pool over here. And yeah, I really, really want to get some quartz. And then we'll make a really, really awesome chicken farm that really soon I'll probably make a tutorial. I actually was thinking of making a tutorial series called Automation 101. Just for all the people who have never played Minecraft the way I do. I thought it could be pretty neat. We'll actually put this right over here. Thought it could be really neat to just walk some people through a couple of really, really simple designs. And that way, in my Let's Play itself, I don't actually have to show you how I'm doing every single thing. Just can kind of show you the the stuff leading up to it, and like basically the cool parts, you know. And then you can go watch the tutorial if you'd like to learn how to do it. So here's what we're gonna do here. First, we're gonna go like that. This is the easy part. You know, just in case, I'm a little worried I'm gonna ruin the. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. I don't want to ruin that lava pool. It's important right now. All right. So now I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this here, put that there, and we're gonna repeat this until the portal's done. Man, I'm really glad I decided to chop out half of that because it was really just like it was just me babbling. I don't even know what I edited out. So if I happen to repeat something, just forgive me. Lava, water. I wonder if people have not seen this trick. Certainly, if they haven't right now, they're like, what? It's a great trick, though. It's really going to help me right now get to a point where, like, I don't have to worry about food, at least right now, because I want to do everything a little bit different than you normally would in this playthrough. Like, I don't want to just make, like, right now, I could easily just make a chicken farm and be good, but what I'm going to make is some crazy automated chicken farm, just so, never have to think about it again. So I'm going to do like that. Oh, you know what I'm going to actually have to go find is some flint for a flint and steel. Alright, portal is made. Tell me that's not awesome, guys. Alright, we're going to go find some flint. There's got to be some around here. I will feel quite foolish now if I can't find any. Up there's some. Alright, come on, give me some flint. Give me some flint. Shovel broke, but give me some flint. Man, don't you wish you could just put... There we go. Put the stuff in your crafting table and just pull out the flint. Hate farming for flint. In fact, one of these days... not that I really need a bunch of flint, but one of these days we're going to harvest a bunch. We're going to find... The new terrain has these huge piles of flint that you find sometimes. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a buttload of TNT and just blow it all up. Not this episode, though. At some point we'll do that. And then we're going to be rolling in flint for no reason, but still. I'm going to get an ingot. Man, I hope I don't die in the nether because I have a lot of XP and it would be pretty big waste. Well, you know what I'm going to do? This crazy method. It's... I don't know if I ever said this in a video before, but there's this thing that not a lot of people know that you can do now. And I'm not going to do it now, just because I don't want to, like, mess with it. But, why am I so high up? This feels weird. If you put the cauldron down and put water in it in the nether, because you can put water in a cauldron in the nether. If you jump in it afterwards, it will put you out if you're on fire, which is really cool. And what's funny is I was watching a thread. I was reading a thread on Reddit, and the guy was like... The guy was like, I thought that you'd never do it, but you could do this. And I was like, that's the greatest idea ever. I'm totally going to do that. So, here we go. Let's go. We're going to take our first look at our nether. Hopefully we're right near a fortress, but not in one, because if we're in one, it's going to mean certain death. Where are we? This is something. Whoa! Alright. My computer did not really enjoy that too much. Whoa. Okay. Let it generate. Take a look around. Well, what an absolute inconvenient portal spawn. Wow. This couldn't be less convenient. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, not at all what I would have hoped to have happened, but I'm getting a little block lag now as my computer struggles to record and generate this terrain. I'll learn my lesson, computer. I will pre-generate things from now on. But for now, I want this stuff. And I want it bad. I want quartz and I want it now. Gimme. Bam. Man, I really hope a gas doesn't come around. We're not going to spend Whoa. We're not going to spend too much time here. And guys, I think it's time for me to update my video card. Damn. Yeah. So we're going to just grab this bunch of quartz here and get the heck out of here. I will say, this game has done a lot of things right, but the nether is like spot on. I know a lot of people are like, they gotta add more to the nether, but I lost a piece. I don't agree with that. I think the nether is freaking perfect, man. Like, you come here and all you want to do is get the heck out. At least if you're anything like me. Like, I hate being here. I'm gonna take a quick look in here if I can find another bunch of quartz. Nope, that's my sign to leave. That's terrible. That's a terrible noise. Just get me the heck out of here, please. Okay. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make the chicken farm today because I just realized I don't have redstone. Maybe I'll do a quick mining trip down below and get some redstone. It's easy enough to get. Where am I? Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to get some redstone, so maybe I'll grab some. Trying to think of exactly how much I need. I don't need much, but I need more than what I got from that witch. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some redstone. Basically, just gonna dig straight down and strip mine. So not worth showing you guys, but I really want to get something cool done in this episode that you can see. So I will be right back. All right, guys, I got all the redstone and I got most of this chicken farm made here. And just kind of putting on some finishing touches here. And I left the side open just so I could show you basically how this works. So let me climb up top here. We have up here is where the chickens are going to basically be hanging out. And they're going to be the egg-laying chickens. Quite frankly, they're the lucky ones because they're never going to die if all goes correct. In fact, I'm going to put one more level here. Just like that. So yeah, these should never die. In fact, I'm going to hatch a couple of them here. But they're going to lay eggs into these, what are they called? Hoppers. They're going to lay eggs into the hoppers. The hopper's going to put them into this dispenser. And this circuit right here, I'll just let you see it here. This is one comparator that goes into a repeater. And it feeds back into here. And basically anytime this goes off, it's gonna make the egg spit out. So for example, just to show you what'll happen, I'm gonna use cobblestone, right? Because I don't want to waste the eggs on this right now. So let's say these are eggs. The chicken laid them into the hopper. They're gonna go into the dispenser, and it's gonna automatically spit them out. And what's gonna happen in the case of the chickens is little baby chickens are gonna be born, and they're gonna hang out right. Wow, that's really annoying. Hold on. Okay, and they're going to hang out, the baby chickens are going to hang out right above this half slab right here, and then the moment they grow up and age, they're going to be drowned by this water here. And already I know you're thinking, Nerdroc, you can put lava there, and then they'll cook. Yeah, but I actually want to get the XP from cooking the chickens. Ooh, let's see if we can coax this chicken into actually going in. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, you know, if I had some seeds, I probably could. Oh, well. Yeah, I actually want the XP from cooking the chickens, and when we eventually get villagers, we're going to be able to sell the raw chicken to them as well. So, not going to use lava just yet. Let me seal up this side, make it look all purty. Light that up. I cannot stand random zombies. It's the worst. Yeah, I also decided to put it a good distance from the house. Because if I'm in there, I don't want to be hearing the chicken squawking. It's a really annoying noise. So yeah, all right, here we go. We're going to hatch some chickens. Now there is an advantage. If I can, I'm going to try. Yeah, let's see if I can get this chicken in there. That'd be really cool. Let me get some seeds. The advantage to that would be that if I hatch baby chickens, they'll go toward the adults, so I won't have to have perfect aim. So let me just try to get some seeds here. I gotta get some backup music when there's like downtime, like a little jazz, like basically the what is it? The style record. Boom, ba-dum, dum. Alright. Let's see if I can get these chickens to just follow me into here. That'd be pretty cool. If I had slimes, I'd make a lead. You know, it's really crazy how different the game evolves when you start out to where you end up. Because doing the littlest thing now feels so difficult. Come on, guys. Think they'll just jump in? Probably push them in. There we go. Let's see if this works. Oh, I have the ladder, so I can just get out anyway. Ah, that worked. Awesome. Alright, let's get rid of that. It's going to click it out anyway. There it goes. Those are the ladders. And now, I'm just going to test out a couple of them. If I hatch them down there, the babies should find their way up there. Let's see. Well, that was the worst luck ever, but let's see. Should jump all the way up there, because babies always go to the adult animals in this. Did it work? Sweet. Okay, so now at any given time, I don't even need to climb up there. I just bring some eggs over. Man, I'm having no hatching luck right now. Well, we got a couple of chickens. I'll continue collecting eggs from around this area. But yeah, food should not be a problem by the next episode. And then I can start working on some really cool stuff. Yeah, in the next episode. And I'll probably go ahead and make a tutorial for this chicken farm in case anybody wants to have a step-by-step way to build it. It will be available to you. And, yeah. Oh, look, one of them laid an egg. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. And I assure you, the future episodes are going to get really, really cool. Once I get some materials to actually work with, I can do some really interesting, neat stuff. And we're going to try to avoid anything boring. So, yeah, see you next time, guys. Take it easy.